Dennis. My name is Heather. I live in Los Angeles, California. I have a music-related question for you. So lately I've been noticing that a lot of the music being made today often covers topics that are inappropriate or relate to a lot of different vices, but the songs are really, really catchy and fun to listen to. So I'm wondering, do you think that the kind of music somebody listens to can affect their spirituality? And if you do, how so? I'm really curious to hear your answer, so thank you so much, Dennis.
Okay, so let me tell you something. I missed it. Oh, bummer. You'll have to find it.
All right.
That was a great question. Heather, you have no idea. Well, maybe you do. I have wrestled with this issue my whole life because music is a very important part of my life. Some of you may know I conduct orchestras periodically. I even conducted a symphony at the Disney Concert Hall a few years ago. I wrestled with this. Does the most sublime music ever written, Bach, Mozart, Haydn, Handel, Beethoven, does that make you a better person? Conversely, does crappy music make you a less good person? That's what you're asking, Heather. So as to the first one, I believe that music has a very positive effect on me. But, and this is a huge but, the Nazis loved this music too. The worst people in the world also loved this music, and they were moved by it too. I'm talking about these classical composers like Beethoven. So I would say that sublime music, or not even just classical. There was a song in the 1950s, Love and Marriage Go Together Like a Horse and Carriage. Might have been the 40s, I don't know. So did that induce people to get married? Which is, I think, a wonderful thing. I don't know. Was it reflective of the world it lived in, or did it create the world it lived in? The answer is probably both. I wish that young people today had songs like Love and Marriage Go Together Like a Horse and Carriage. Couldn't hurt. So to a certain extent, I think it can be uplifting. But it's no guarantor, as I pointed out, with the Nazis loving Beethoven. On the other hand, what about really awful music with disgusting lyrics? I can't believe you're a better person for having heard it. I can't believe it's uplifting. Does it make you a bad person? I doubt it. But I think it lowers you in some way. But I'm not sure about that. The human being is a very complex creature. And it's very hard to go 2 + 2 = 4 in every instance. Can a wonderful person hear crappy lyrics and be a wonderful person? Yes. It's sort of like, you know how I look at cursing? So I pretty much watch my mouth with regard to cursing, but there are times I do. In private, with friends, never publicly. Public cursing is a problem. That does hurt society. I do believe that. But there are people who believe one should never speak an expletive. I respect that. I look at it as a pressure cooker. The pressure just is released because we all have pressure. And if every so often a person uses that word with someone in their life, I don't have a big problem. And there are people who differ with me. I respect that completely. And the same I would say with some of this music. It's like it lets off some steam. And if you're a good person, otherwise, it's not high on my worry list. But for people who are not developed in a deep sense, spiritually, as you put it, or whatever term you wish to use, it could be another negative effect in their life.